Welcome back to No Man's Sky, everyone. Jason here, and this is our beginner series for 2024. The last episode, we did a lot of stuff for the Overseer, but now we need to get a science terminal heading out here. So let's do... Oh, yeah, we need to go get our scientist. So let's go get our scientist and move along with our base building in No Man's Sky. So a scientist is going to be a Korvax race alien in this game. So if you're not in a Korvax system, you're going to have to go to a different system, and I'm pretty sure we are going to have to do that. Oh yeah, make sure we have our what's it called? Our mission selected. Whichever one you want, make sure you select that one, or else it's not going to give you the markers for it. Let's do right here. Boom. Radeon. That is going to be where our scientist is. And remember, you don't have to go to this one. If you come here, you talk to the scientist, then it's just not an alien that you want to hang out with, doesn't look cool, whatever. You can skip it and find another one if you'd like. There's all kinds of systems will have it. So you don't need to worry about that. Oop. Of course, we're facing the wrong way. Let's go to the space station. And then I think after we do the space station, let's do this way. There it is. Let's head over to the next, what's it called? The next Atlas Seed. My brain's not working. Atlas Seed. That way we can get that going. Beautiful. Where is he at? Where is it at? There it is. So you gotta mark that location or mark that mission. Divine Atlas. Unknown life form. I passed my test. Whew. I am free to explore, free to pursue my passion for structural analysis. Do you have a base? A science terminal? Think of all that might be done. The Korvax is happy and overjoyed to see me. They seem to have just completed some rite of passage for their species, necessitating them to go out into the universe and pursue their interest. The scientist offers to join my base if I provide them with a science terminal. Well, yeah, I have one. Poof. Think not of payment. Scanning you while you sleep will be reward enough? No. I didn't agree to that. That thing. I did not agree to that before. What are you doing to me, man? Divine Atlas. Oh, man. Well, just like with the Overseer, he will show up magically right at our base. So let's just use the teleporter to go right back to the base. And he should be here for us. That way we're all good to go. And just like in the Overseer missions, once you do a mission for the scientist, there's going to be sometimes a cooldown. It might be 15 minutes, it might be an hour, it might be half an hour. So it kind of forces you to... Why, what the... Is my ship right inside my base? That's not cool. Need to put my ship somewhere else. What the heck? How do I get out of here? Let's move our ship somewhere else, because this is not going to work. All right. Oh, yeah, he was over... Oh, my God. He was on top of the scientist. Oh, geez. A fine base, traveler, as of course befits your honorable status. Oh, Korvax shall be so happy here. The Korvax is brimming with enthusiasm. Neither their shell nor the walls of my base seem able to contain them. Well, let's get it going. Welcome. Honor to witness the monolith of the traveler. Honor, but please, Korvax, contribute. Take these blueprints, lubricant and acid, liquids close to the Korvax heart. A lubricant? I don't want to know about that, Korvax. You could just, you can just keep that to yourself. We're good. Traveler, harvest Marrow bulb and Korvax will do more. We'll create plans for microprocessors and advanced refiners. Korvax will also clean the windows while you are gone. The Korvax is desperate to please, showering me with praise and offers of assistance. They tell me the travelers are to be honored, raised above all others. What have I done to earn such esteem? The scientist requires Marrow bulb and cobalt, materials found underground. They will be able to use this substance to craft blueprints for microprocessors and advanced refiners. All right, let's do it. Joy! Our home will light and our windows will be clean. I don't have any windows, man. So, thank you, I guess. I mean, I guess technically these can be windows. They look like slots in the wall, though. So the fastest way to find a underground cave is to look for either humming sacks or underground relics, subterranean relics. If you find those are always going to be located in a cave. So we know there's a cave down here. Let's mark it. So there's a cave right there. Let's get down in here. Now we need to go to a cave because that's where the marrow bulb and like the cobalt is. So that's what you want to do. So marrow bulb is going to be a special plant in caves right there. That would be a marrow bulb, I believe. That is. Oh no, maybe not. Okay. Well, we can destroy these little stalactites, these little cave rocks, the spiky rocks. They will have cobalt and silver in them. And then cave marrow. That's what we want. Marrow bulbs. All right. So I guess it was called something else because I scanned it. That's all right. We'll go with that. We'll deal with that. Pop that. Pop that. Now there are some poisonous barbs right here. You see that? Hazardous fauna. If you have a glove, a hazmat gauntlet, you can pick it up. Or you could just destroy it if you're too close to it. That way it doesn't kill you. So we're going to need some more. We can pick these humming sacks as well. So they give you albium pearls, which are something you sell. You don't really need to use it for anything, like to build anything. So you're good on that. Let's look around for some more marrow bulbs. Do you have any more? Need to make sure we have enough cobalt because you can also use cobalt to make batteries for your hazard protection. Remember in the first episode we were looking for cobalt? That's why we were doing that. But we ignored the marrow bulbs. The marrow bulbs are good if you refine them. You can make it into sodium if you need sodium. But other than that, they're kind of like, I don't want to say useless because the scientist loves them, but you know, not very useful in much other endeavors in No Man's Sky. So let's grab some more of these albumin pearls. Thank you. Beautiful, beautiful. Now, we don't need very many of the marrow bulbs, so you don't really need to go crazy with that. I would highly suggest, while we're down here, grabbing a whole bunch of cobalt if you can spare the time to grab it, because it will definitely benefit you later on. And speaking of that, let's open that up. Oh, we got some condensed cobalt. I like it. Or ionized cobalt. Excuse me. Ionized. So, and cobalt is used for other stuff as well. So you can make some stuff with some cobalt later on. Some upgrades will use cobalt. So, definitely. The big thing for me is always to have it for batteries, because I'm always using batteries, hazard protection. So it's always useful to have a stack of it on you. All right. Let's get back to our base. So I don't know where I came in from, so we just aim up, and if we dig a hole, we should hit the surface. Or I'm way too deep, so I'm gonna have to go even farther. All right. Come on, how deep am I? Oh my god, okay, I was pretty deep down. Holy moly, that cave is pretty deep. Oh, right next to my ship. Beautiful. Well, let's turn in our stuff. Hello, Divine Atlas. Traveler, I have prepared your blueprints, but please hurry. Something has happened. The Korvax seems changed from the happy soul they were on my departure. They are fighting their worry, trying to stay focused on their promise to me. Well, here you go. Here's the marrow bulb. The Korvax leans forward, anxious for the rest of the materials. Well, here's your cobalt. Korvax has completed the plans, but Traveler, my people have abandoned me. As of 104 seconds ago, I lost the hearing, the sight of the Korvax convergence. Whew. So now he's disconnected from the convergence, which is like the hive mind of the Korvax. I seek immediate reconnection. Go to this transmission tower, enter my soul, discover what is wrong. Help Korvax with solitude, please. Divine Atlas is deeply upset, claiming that they have been disconnected from the Korvax hive mind. The scientist asks me to take their personality core to a transmission tower for analysis. Alright, let's take the core. So now he's powered down. So he took his core. Core removed. Entity offline. So now in order to start him back up, we have to take him to the transmission tower. So let's go do that real quick. So let's see. And it is okay, of course, it's like 40 seconds away, so we're gonna go over and out of the atmosphere. Get down in here. Oh yes. So there's gonna be missions. I don't want to say that they are basically fetch quests, but a lot of the base building is, hey, go here, get an item, and bring it back. So essentially they are. It's interesting to go through the storyline for No Man's Sky, but also you get free upgrades, like the blueprints. I just got my my microprocessor and stuff like that, so I didn't have to pay for that. I got it for free. Where is this? Is it over here? Where's this building at? Oh, there it is. Beautiful. Oh, oxygen is always useful. I'm gonna grab some of that while we're here. Thank you for all that oxygen. Beautiful. So here's the transmission tower. We gotta plug in the scientist core and see what the heck is going on here. Terminal online. I prepare to insert the Corvex intelligence core into the transmission tower. The judgment of the convergence awaits. Well, let's hear the judgment. Terminal online. Connection established. Error. Diagnostic Corvex science unit corrupted by traveler interaction. Personality overwritten. Anomaly involvement detected. Solution. Quarantine Corvex science unit from convergence. Observe. Analyze. Silence. Hypothesis. Sentinel. Atlas. Universal foci. Countermeasure in progress. Risk assessment. Anthropic. Galactic destruction. Rebirth. Error. Atlas. Error. They see you. That's kind of creepy. I don't want to see that kind of a message when I'm interacting with a terminal. They see you? I don't want to know. No. So it sounded like the scientist was overwritten because they were working with me. So the Corvex don't want any of the other Corvex to work with the travelers. And if they do, you have been contaminated, basically. I'm going to call my ship in because I'm too lazy to walk up there, but that's okay. But yeah, so you don't want to mess around with that. The Corvex do not mess around with that at all. Of course. Do I have enough to make any launch fuel? I need metal plating. I can make that. Let's do 2. Can I do 2? I can. All right. So each launch fuel will give you 100% fuel. So the more beneficial way to do that for anyone early playing No Man's Sky is to use materials, because any kind of a refuel material, because the launch fuel, it'll go from 0 to 100. So basically, if you need half your full fuel, so like if you only need 50%, you don't want to use launch fuel because it's a 0 to 100. They don't give you like a half a tank or whatever. They give you 100%. So you're allowed to do it, but you're basically wasting that extra fuel because they're not giving you back the extras, the overflow. Whereas like if you use uranium, I would always recommend uranium. Uranium, if you need 100, it'll use 100. If you need 27, it'll use 27. It'll only use the amount needed. It won't use extras to basically fill up. So it's always better to use the uranium or the material fuel rather than the launch fuel container. All right, we plugged in the scientist. Divine Atlas shell sits in front of me, awaiting reconnection. trapped inside that data core. I have no way of knowing how the Corvex is taking the encounter at the transmitter. All right, let's put the core in. Shell reconnection in progress. And, oh, God, we have to wait an hour and a half. Oh, my goodness. Well, hour and a half before the scientist is reconnected. So let's do another mission here. We can do Ghost in the Machine. Expand your staff and your new home. Oh, we still have to do our base building stuff. So let's expand the base. Let's talk to the Overseer. Since we have to wait for the scientist for an hour and a half. Things are going well, friend, but it will not be long before violence follows us here. It is inevitable. If I had some microprocessors, I could steal a march on fate. Yes, I would design a weapon terminal suitable for a Viking armorer. The Overseer asks me for microprocessors in order to design a weapon terminal. The scientist should be able to assist with that task. Attendant Overseer has been helpful so far, and I have no reason to distrust them. I shall find them in the microprocessors they need. All right, so we should have one at least, I believe, right? Yeah, we have one. I don't know if we need more than one, though, so let's see. Construct a microprocessor. Give it a second. Oh, we need two. We need two of them. So in order to make a second one, we need 1 carbon nanotube and 40 chromatic metal. So because the scientists taught us how to make this, we're good to go. So that's kind of a cool thing on the base building missions. They kind of interweave what you need to do and also what the rewards you get are. That way, okay, so you got your microprocessor. Now they make you build it. That way, you can use your, basically you use the items that they're giving you. All right, so now we have 2. Let's talk to him again. I trust our new Corvex friend was helpful. They are merely the start of our merry band, and are you ready to take the next step? The Overseer asks for the microprocessors so that they can finish the plans for the weapons terminal. All right, here you go. You have done so well, friend. I am so very happy. Let's go, we got it. So we need pugnium in order to make the weapons terminal, which means we need to go kill some sentinels. Now, imagine this, friend. A life form displeases you. You punish it, reward it, reshape it. In time, it would do anything you wanted. So it is with the sentinels and their attacks. But no more. Now we shall train the trainers. The Overseer requires me to kill sentinels and bring back their pugnium. Let's do it. The sentinels have harried me through the length of my journey. We shall be free of their constant harassment. Yeah, the Overseer is kind of crazy about that. He really wants us to go after him. So we have to make sure we have a weapon. We don't have a weapon, so we need to take out these sentinels with a weapon. So let's go to our multi-tool. We need to install a weapon. So all we have right now is our bolt caster. That's all we can make. There's other weapons in the game, but we have not learned those blueprints. You can learn them, but again, you can always go to the space anomaly, and you can just buy the blueprints, and then it's basically you unlock them for yourself after buying them, or you learn them throughout progress in the game. But in order to make a bolt caster, we need 3 carbon nanotubes. So let's do that. 1, 2, 3. So we need 3 carbon nanotubes and 100 chromatic metal. We have the chromatic metal, so let's build it. There it is. There is our awesome weapon. But you also need ammo. We have 178 projectile ammo. Let's make some more. So in order to make projectile ammo, we need ferrite dust. 50. Pretty easy. Easy peasy. And 50 will make you 1,200 ammunition. So that's plenty. Plenty. So now we need to find some sentinels here. Let's do weapons research. Build a weapon terminal, but we don't have the pugnium, so we need to go find some sentinels. Got to take out sentinels. So as you're running around a planet, you will randomly run across sentinels. It depends on the planet, of course. Some planets will be teeming, like they have a whole bunch of sentinels. They have high security planets that have sentinels all over the place. Some planets don't have any sentinels. They are sentinel free, which is awesome. Those are paradise planets. And then you have all the range in between. Some planets have very low level of sentinels. Some of them have a high level of sentinels. Right now, we are on a Sentinels are malicious, so the Sentinels are actually hunting us down if they see us. That's alright, let's go see if we can run into some. I should have taken out some Sentinels earlier. I didn't think about that, though. So let's look around. Now, if you look through your visor, the Sentinels will come up with a red icon just like this, but it'll have a Sentinel icon instead of the exclamation point. So we're just looking for a red Sentinel. And they will be, you can always go to like a manufacturing facility. They will be around a manufacturing facility to kind of protect it. They will be randomly around like a resource depot to protect those as well. You can also run across a Sentinel pillar, which is a different building that you can kind of run into in No Man's Sky. And those are very useful as well. So those have like, you can get some logs for the Sentinels. You can also get a weapon upgrade from them, or a weapon itself, a multi-tool. It'll be broken, but you can fix it, and it has a chance of being really, really cool. I'm not seeing any Sentinels around here. How are they malicious if I don't see them? I mean, really? Yeah, I don't see any. Gotta find those Sentinels. I'm kind of trying to make them mad by shooting stuff, but I mean, obviously they don't care. They don't care at all. Nope. Submerged relic. We don't need that. Now, we don't have very many weapons right now, or very many upgrades for our weapons, so we don't do a lot of damage. Now, something to keep in mind when you're fighting the Sentinels, their health and their damage will adjust depending on how many upgrades you have. It doesn't matter what kind of upgrades, it matters how many you have. So, these Sentinels will basically, they scale to a B or an A level upgrade. They assume that you're going to get A level upgrades or a high B level upgrade. So because all the upgrades are randomized, you might get a really bad like A level upgrade or a really good B level upgrade, but that's how they scale. They scale to that level. But they don't care what the upgrade is, they just care how many you have. So if I have one C level upgrade, they will increase their health and their damage because I have one upgrade. And so because I have a C level, I'll actually be doing less damage over time to them. So, like, for instance, if they have 100 health at one upgrade, then they'll have 125 at 2, 150 at 3. But if I just get really bad upgrades, like if I get really unlucky and I get terrible upgrades, like C level upgrades that are just terrible, they don't, their health doesn't care about that. They will still increase their health by the same amount, but my upgrade will be doing less and less and less damage. So, essentially, if you have really bad upgrades, you have really bad luck, you are actually doing less damage and you're receiving more because they also scale on your shield upgrades as well, your health upgrades. So, essentially, what you want to do when you're facing off, when you're upgrading, you want to get the best upgrades you possibly can. If you have S-class upgrades, you are basically doing more damage than they are increasing. If you get C levels, you're doing less damage than the increase that they're getting. So you want to focus on those S's. Maybe you go get an A class if you need to and make sure it's a really good one. You know, like just kind of go through it and go, oh, this thing looks really, really good, has some really good stats on it. Or, you know, if it's like, oh, this thing actually, my B level is better than this A level, then maybe get rid of that A level. Because if your B is better than it, then oof, you had a really bad A level upgrade. I'm not seeing any Sentinels for real. We might need to fly around a bit. So the other thing you can do is you can go to the space station and buy Pugnium because they sell it. But essentially what they want you to do is go fight these Sentinels to kind of get a feel for how combat feels like in No Man's Sky, because you didn't have to do it anytime before now. You could have, but there's no requirement. Now this is kind of like, hey, go out there and test the waters a little bit, see how it feels. Well, I'm trying to find a building that's protected by the Sentinels. That way I could just start fighting them. That's a market. Oh, maybe there's Pugnium here in the market. So, If you ever see any of these like floating orbs, they almost look like communication stations, except for they're blue. Those are markets. You can actually, these are trade terminals. You can actually sell stuff and also make buy some stuff from here. So they have cobalt. I could have done that. Now they won't have a lot. You notice how it has like, you know, 10 or whatever. It has, you know, metal plating. It has a few. Doesn't have any. It does not have any pugnium in here, but it has salt. It has pyrite. It has dioxide. No pugnium though, so we need some of these. So we'll take all that material. Oh, we got a storm crystal. That's good. So that's a really rare thing to find. And you will get it from those crystal fragments you get from shooting the dihydrogen. Where are my sentinels at? Seriously, do I have to fly to another planet? Because all of a sudden now the sentinels want to just be gone? They're supposed to be malicious. Like, I can understand if it was on like a calm planet or a planet that had no sentinels, but they're malicious here. Meaning they're mean, right? I mean, that's what I assume it means. Look around a bit. Yeah, seriously. All right. That's fine. I didn't want to fight the sentinels on this planet anyway. I want to go to a different one. Let's see if we could find a radiation planet, because a radiation planet's going to have uranium, and that is fuel for your ship. So definitely something to keep an eye out for if you're looking for it. Nothing there. What are you? Undiscovered. Let's see what kind of planet that is. That is a bleak planet with normal sentinels on it. Cabled planet with normal sentinels. So if they're high, like a really mean sentinels, it'll tell you aggressive or high sentinel activity. There you go. So that might be where we have to go, because I don't see any sentinels on this planet. So let's go over here. Let's head on over to this planet. And before we get over there, let's move some stuff around in our inventories. That way I can make some room. I like to put all my extra stuff, I like to put in my ship. So my ship is just full of extra, like, stuff we don't really need. But, you know, it might come in handy later on. Recharge that. We're gonna have to recharge this. Gotta recharge all of my fuels, like my pulse engine. That's your engine to go through space. Launch thruster. There you go. My hyperdrive. Just refueled all of them. So now they all should be pretty good. Everything in here is all lined up beautifully. Here we go. All right, high sentinel activity. So this is where I'm going to run into sentinels. Come on. Give me some sentinels. I don't know why I'm flying around in first person. I like third person better. Nothing? Are you kidding? Well, let's see. What is this? That's a buried cache. That could have a good stuff in there. So, buried caches in No Man's Sky. They can't have materials. They can't have, like, items. They could have an upgrade in here. So, you never know what it is until you open it. I think it's a low possibility of an upgrade. So, we have damaged nozzles. If we analyze these, we will get... Oh, we got a Sentinel boundary map out of that. Beautiful. You're gonna make me use it, aren't you? All right, well, let's use that boundary map, because that'll lead us to a pillar. What is that over there? All right, that'll lead us to a sentinel pillar, which is gonna have sentinels on it. So let's go there, I guess. Let's go scan for a sentinel pillar and see where that thing is. The sentinel nest is what it's called, I guess. Are you kidding me? I just came from that planet, and they marked the... Are you joking? Oh my god, this game. This game is going to give me an aneurysm. I literally left that planet. I'm on this planet right here. It has a high security, meaning there should be a lot of sentinels here. But no. We're going to make you go to a different planet. The one you just came from. That way you can go get your sentinel pillar over there. Oh my god. Well, let's go to the planet we just came from. Literally marked it on another planet. My god. Let's go back and forth. Back and forth just a little bit. Come on. Yeah, literally right there. Near my freaking near my base. Well, that's great. So we got a lot of cobalt. Let's make some more batteries while we're here. I got 15. We're gonna make more. We have our cobalt and we have our ferrite dust to make it. Also, we need some more life support shells. So, in order to make a life support shell, you need a dihydrogen jelly and 20 carbon for each one. So, in order to make some, we're gonna need to pop a few of these. 5. Let's make 5 more. And then we have our carbon. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beautiful. So we have 6 total life support shells, which should be plenty for a while. And it's just for like when you're jetpack or you're running around a planet, you just drain your life support a little bit. And if you get upgrades, it'll drain slower and slower. You'll have a larger life support tank, that kind of stuff. But as of right now, we don't have... Oh, we do have one. We have life support tanks and solar panel power. So essentially, if I'm running around during the day, it'll drain a little bit slower because I have a solar panel that's helping me like basically juice up a little bit. So here's our Sentinel pillar. These are awesome because they can have really, really good multi-tools. Now, the one drawback is the multi-tool is free, but it'll be broken, meaning we have to fix it. You don't have to pay for it, though, so that's a big bonus on that. So here's a Sentinel walker, a mech. Don't like this guy. And they don't care as long as you don't disturb them. And there should be some more Sentinels just flying around, just guarding this. Like, here we go. We have another one over here. So as soon as you attack them, they will all come crazy. Like, go crazy and try to get you. So I like to go after the small ones because those are the small flying ones are the healers. They will heal, oh my god, any of the other Sentinels around. So you'll notice I shoot this mech. If I have a healer around, they'll fly right over. There he is, look at. And they have a wrench over them. That means that they're healing. So take that guy out. That way he stops healing the mech. Because basically they're healing all the damage I just did. Oh my god, he's stuck in the hole. Okay. He will heal all the damage I just did to the mech. And... boom. There we go. You can also take out these guys. Now, these drones have armor on them. You'll see they have armor plates. You take them off a little bit, and then boom, there you go. So, because I have no upgrades on my weapon in my multi-tool, I'm doing pretty good damage, right? Yeah, that's pretty standard, pretty good damage. If I got a C-level upgrade, I'd be doing less damage. And if I got an S-class upgrade, I'd be doing more damage. But just keep that in mind. The more upgrades you have, the harder the Sentinels will get. They will have more health, just because they want to make sure that the difficulty is kind of even. They don't want the Sentinels to be super hard in the beginning, because that's not fair. But they also don't want to make them super easy, because then that's not fair later on. When you get upgrades, you're like, well, now Sentinels are nothing. So they will adjust. Now, you'll notice I'm shooting these Sentinels, but you don't have to really deal with it. At a Sentinel pillar, you can turn them off. Basically, you send out a signal to destroy all Sentinels around. And so on this planet, if I turn them off, this planet will be Sentinel-free, but it only lasts for about a couple hours. After 2 hours real lifetime, they will come back. Or if you like save and reload, it'll reset everything. But let's go over here, the Sentinel access panel. Boundary node exposed. Boundary archive status vulnerable. So the boundary notices, or the boundary is open. So we can access the log, we can shut down the Sentinels, and we can extract a weapon technology. So first thing I would always say is, shut down the Sentinels. Waveform poisoning initiated. Immediate shutdown required. Warning, boundary node exposed. So now all the Sentinels are shut down on this planet. If I go to a different system, I go to a different planet, they will be there. But this planet, nothing. Boundary archive status available. So we've already disabled the Sentinel. So now we can access the log. Access log, imposter detected. Override code 4R1ADNE, or 3. That spells out Ariadne. That was a traveler that you run into on the Space Anomaly. If you've not played No Man's Sky for a long time, there was a storyline years and years ago with Ariadne. She is an imposter, and I will leave it at that. She is an imposter on the Space Anomaly. Anyway. Manifesting Personality Protocol, Voice of the Hive. Aeron, Routine, Protocol, Prey, Experiment, Shell, Sentinel. Once we had no need for visual manifestation or physical form. Our invisible eyes would record, sort, delete the life and death of every world there ever was or would be. We had no thoughts, no personality, no dreams. So this is the Sentinels talking. That's kind of creepy. They didn't have a physical form when everything first started. They were literally just watching, and they would just delete whatever was out of order. All the travelers. That's what they're going after. So now we have one thing left. We need to extract the weapon technology. So this is where you get your multi-tool. And these are randomized. But, like, now that I've seen the multi-tool on this planet, every other Sentinel pillar will have this multi-tool on this planet. There's ways to reset the multi-tool pool and all that stuff. We're not going to get into that. That's more advanced stuff. This is the beginner series. I will just tell you that if you go to a different Sentinel pillar on this planet, you'll see the same thing, so don't worry about, like, oh, if I go to, like, 5 of them, I'll find 5 different ones. No. If you go to a different planet or you go to a different system, yes. If you keep going to the same system, the same planet, it'll be the same on that planet. So, and it's free, but you'll see these are all broken, so I need to fix all these terminals here. But it has an advanced mining laser. It also has a supercharged slot you can see right there. But it's a broken slot. I'd have to fix it to use it. And I will take it because it's absolutely free. And if you want to, there is a limit. You can only have, I believe, 9 multi-tools. So you can only have 9 maximum. So if you have 9 of them already, you have to exchange it because you can only have 9. But because I only have the 1, I can totally just take this and put it into my library, my arsenal of multi-tools. Boundary status vulnerable. Okay, so now we're good. We're logging off. And now the Sentinels are disabled, meaning that if I go to any place that has Sentinels, they will explode immediately when I show up. Because they have the basically the explosion protocol happening. So there's also these pillar control nodes. If you destroy them, I like to shoot them. Oh wait a minute, I'm using my other multi-tool. So I hate that when you pick up a new multi-tool, they automatically switch you to that new one, so it's all broken. I don't want that one. Let's go back to our other one. So press down on your D-pad, go over to the utility icon, and over on the left you see swap multi-tool. Select that, and now we have 2, so I can go back and forth between my different multi-tools. I want to go back to my original one because that has my weapon on it. That way I can take out this control node. It's way faster with a weapon. And you will get nanites, you'll get pugnium, you might even get this thing called glass. So if you pick up glass from killing Sentinels, that's a very, very good thing. It's a very, very awesome. Salvage glass right there. So you'll notice we killed some Sentinels. We have 5 pieces of salvaged glass. These are potential upgrades, or it's basically like a randomized item from the Sentinels. So when you extract it, it could be it could be materials, it could be like pugnium, it could be a map, a Sentinel boundary map. It could be even a Sentinel upgrade. So let's see what that happens. We got a weapon upgrade. And we got a mango gold. We got another upgrade. So we have 2 weapon upgrades. We also got a magnetic resonator, which is another item we can use later on. And then we got antimatter. So we got 2 weapon upgrades. It's pretty good. Keep in mind, the weapon upgrades will not work on all the weapons. It only works on your bolt caster. So later on, you're going to get different weapons. Right now, we just have the basic bolt caster. The Sentinel weapon upgrades only work on the bolt caster. So if I put it in there, now you'll see I'm doing 1% more damage, fire rate plus 4%, and reload time 15%. That's a really good Sentinel upgrade for our weapon, our bolt caster. So now we're doing more damage. Now I don't have any room. Like, I have another upgrade here, but I don't have any room in my multi-tool. So we're gonna have to upgrade our inventory for our multi-tool. You can upgrade the spaces, the technology upgrade spaces for that if you wish. Go to the center, the space station itself, and it will have that for you. But we got our Pugnium. We killed some Sentinels, so we need to go back to our base. Where is our base? It's on this planet. Where's my base at? There you are. Jason's awesome base. Let's fly over to our base. And now that we have our Pugnium, we should be able to make our armory desk, so we can recruit a base worker for our armor. Our armorer. It's always hard to say that. Armorer. Our armory guy. Let's head down in here and we'll build it there. We're probably gonna have to build another building because we're kind of running out of room at our current location here. So what I would say is, let's do this. We need to build another room here. So we flattened it out a little bit. Let's go into our build menu, and instead of building the weapon terminal, we're gonna build a cylindrical room. Oh my god, we need pure ferrite. We're not gonna do that actually because I don't have enough materials. Can I fit it in here? Yeah, we're getting kind of cramped. Getting kind of cramped in here. We have to put you by the door, armor weapons terminal. Oh my god, right as we walk in the door, we're gonna walk into that desk. Watch your feet. Oh my god, yeah, it's right in front of the door. That's terrible. Yeah, we need to build a different building. Alright, so we have a weapons terminal, but we do not have the armorer. So we need to go get the armorer, and we will be doing that in the next episode. So hopefully you guys liked the episode. If you did, hit that like button, and I will see you in the next one.